Welcome to another episode of Engineered for Everywhere Audio, brought to you by Memphis Audio. I'm your host, Mark Sarge Schleipfer. On today's episode, man, we've got another cool product from Memphis Audio. You know, we introduced a really cool soundbar that had a ton of features. I'm talking, it had a full-blown source unit in it, one of the only soundbars on the market today that has a full-blown source unit. AM, FM, weather band, USB input, Bluetooth, of course. Outputs, oh my gosh, there's so many outputs that come off of this piece. There was another zone. You have another set of RCA outs if you want to add another amplifier, some rear speakers, whatever you want to do there. There's even a subwoofer output if you want to add a subwoofer, a set of RCA outs for a sub. Of course, everything is all EQable on this. Auxiliary ins, auxiliary outs. And another cool feature, again, another first for the industry, it's the only soundbar that has a video input for a backup camera that you can hook onto it. It also has a trigger wire, of course, to activate it, along with the button on the front to access the video camera, as well as if you go through the GUI, you can get to that as well. And that part was the MXSB24V3. You know, and when we introduced this piece and we went out into the marketplace and showed it to everybody, everybody was just absolutely stoked over this product. Just thought it was the neatest thing since sliced bread. The fact that you could mount it on the top of the bar, on the bottom of the bar, on the back of the bar. It'll fit any size tubing from 1.5 inches all the way up to 2 1/4. You know, the only complaint I got was, because it is a 35-inch wide bar, the only complaint I got was, man, I really wish you had one that was just a little bit shorter, just a little bit that wasn't that long. Well, let me tell you something. We listen to what goes on out in the marketplace, to the consumers, to our dealers, you know, to all of you out there. And of course, we thank you, you know, for looking at our YouTube videos and all that fun stuff, purchasing our products. Make sure you subscribe. We definitely want to have you on board to see all the cool stuff. The only complaint I got was that it was just too big. So guess what? We listen to you guys, and man, boom. There you have it. We have the brand new little brother to the 35V3. This is the MXSB24V3. It's 24 inches wide. It has all of those features that we just talked about a minute ago, the AM, the FM, the weather band, Bluetooth. And I didn't even mention before, it will also control additional RGB lights if you want it to. It has the ability to do that. All the different RCA outputs from another zone, to subwoofers, auxiliary inputs, auxiliary outputs, your video input. You know, the only thing that is different about this soundbar from the 35V3 to the 24V3 is the fact that we went from a 35-inch soundbar to a 24-inch. So we went from 10 speakers down to 6 speakers. So now we definitely have a soundbar that's going to fit your machine. We're absolutely excited about it. It comes with everything that you need. The bracketry, like I say, you can utilize the brackets that we have, mounting them on the back of this bar, using the channel here on the top of the bar, on the bottom of the bar. You've got your input here for your antenna that is included. You have your AM antenna, AM FM antenna that comes with it. Of course, this is what's going to plug in for all the wiring that you're going to need. Of course, the wiring harness comes with it, everything that you're going to need as well. And then on this end cap, if you were to take this end cap off, it's going to have all those other connections that we just spoke about in the soundbar. This is a nice aluminum extrusion. It's definitely a very solid part, designed for the elements, designed to be outdoors. It is definitely a great part, a great addition to your machine, and it's a nice place to start and then add and build your system. I know so many people with the 35V3, they'll put that bar in, and then next thing you know, they're adding a subwoofer. Next thing you know, they're adding rear cans. And they're building a system that is just an absolutely high-quality system. And, of course, don't forget that video input for that backup camera. So definitely another really cool part from Memphis Audio. You know, we're really glad you tuned in. It's a real short episode, but guess what? It's a shorter soundbar. You know, we're glad to have you watching this. Glad to be here. Glad to introduce another product into the marketplace. Keep your eyes out for this guy, the MXSB24V3. I'm your host, Mark Sarge Schleifer. Thank you for watching this episode of Engineered for Everywhere Audio, brought to you by Memphis Audio.